Hey, YouTube.
Hey.
We're back with just a quick episode. We got really kind of nothing crazy going on here, but we just finished up an episode about Damar Hamlin and you know the power of prayer and things like that, and
Now we're drinking alcohol.
Now we're gonna have some alcohol. So go back and check out that episode. But directly after that is the after party here on Between the Lines.
So I wanted to wish everybody Happy New Year's because we didn't do a Happy New Year's. We kind of did a pre-New Year's.
Yeah, a pre-New Year's podcast, and we didn't really do anything crazy. So go back and check out that episode as well. So
this is what I have for today.
To kick off 2022. Let's see. For those that can't see it, it's a Ommegang blend number 007. I like that.
Yeah,
and
it's all James Bond and everything.
Yeah, it's a Barrelmaster Grand Cru. Is that how you say that?
Yeah. I don't know. Anything you say right now is
sure.
probably right.
It's a Belgian-style dark ale aged in bourbon, port, and tequila barrels. So it sounds like it's going to be very complex.
This is fancy.
This is a beer. So while Dave is opening that, we'll watch as Dave opens the bottle. Let's see if he can do it without damaging the studio. That's not so bad so far. So far, that's not bad. Let's see how it goes here. Oh,
that was
great. I loved the pop.
Gotta let it breathe.
Would you like
for
me?
A second?
Yeah, breathe a second. Would you like me to hold the glass?
Yes.
Oh, it's thick. I'm just going to hold that up to the camera there so you can see. It's got a very nice dark amber color to it. Almost like a tobacco brown. It's a very nice color to it. It's clear. Let's get some notes here. Dave's digging in over there. Oh, okay. It's almost like fruity.
Mm-hmm.
I get some fruit notes.
Wonder if that's
there.
the port.
I'm guessing that would probably be the port. Yeah, because it does have a little bit of. I can see some purplish hue in there. I don't get a lot of like barley or hops or any of that. It's very wine-ish.
Aged in bourbon, port, and tequila barrels for over 6 months, the result is blended into perfect balance. The opulent outcome of a labor of love.
We're gonna go with a short sip here. Oh, it's very creamy. Very creamy. I have never had a beer like this. I definitely get the fruit and floral notes.
This is a complex beer.
This is wonderful.
This is almost 11%.
So this is like wine, really. I mean, it's obviously beer, but this is from Cooperstown, New York.
Yeah.
So some good things can come out of New York. At least it's not New Jersey. That's going to be the new rolling gag is shitting on New Jersey here at Between the Lines.
I think Labatt's came out of
Well,
New Jersey.
You're really pounding that down there, Dave. I'm really just trying to pick out all the. My nose is a little stuffed up, so I can't get. Sorry for those that are hearing me suck air through my. Let me back up a little bit here. And the carbonation is different.
Yeah.
Like the carbonation is very fine.
Well,
like normally with your American ales, you'll get large carbonated bubbles. And these are very, very tiny.
I don't know. This hasn't been refrigerated before because I wasn't going to skunk it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's 2020, so I don't know if some of that depreciates.
It doesn't taste like it does. I mean, this This is the best. I'm going to throw it out there. This is the best beer I've ever had. I don't normally have, like, for those that are wondering, like, oh, this. No, my experience with beer is Coors Light,
Yeah.
and Budweiser, and Busch, and the nasty piss water that America pushes off as beer. This is a good craft, like Belgian style.
That's what it is. So they did
This is traditional
They
beer.
did this in commemoration of their 15th anniversary, which was 2012, but they kept doing it. So they have this. I think they have this every year, but you have to go there to find this.
I definitely get the grapes. I can definitely pull grape flavor out of that, but I'm not, like, what's crazy to me is I get nothing. I mean, there's a very little, like, wheat flavor or grain taste to it. Like, normally with a beer,
Like, this is. I don't even know if this can be characterized as beer. That's the thing. Is it's like it's a thing
It's its
unto
own
itself.
thing. There's a name for wheat wines, and I can't. It escapes me at the moment. Because I'm a wine guy. I'm a wine maker. I make my own wine in large batches.
The thing I like about Ommegang is, and I have always called it Ommegang, but it's actually Ommegang.
Is it?
Yeah.
I say Ommegang too.
Yeah, I prefer it. I don't know why, but
Yeah.
I guess it had to be ONG. But anyways, I like this place because if you go there, have you ever seen pictures of the place?
No.
It looks like a Belgian brewery. It
okay.
looks old world. But it
Okay.
was only as old as 1992.
So it was on purpose.
But it's an extension. It's an extension of a Belgian brewery in Belgium. So it was them taking the actual practice of a Belgian brewery and planting it in upper state New York. Like, their property is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous.
Now, I'll say it's hazy.
Yeah, it is.
It's hazy. Like, for those of you that are American beer drinkers, when you hold up a Coors Light, you can see right. It's crystal clear.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So this is hazy. I'm not sure if that's from the bourbon barrels, because I think, like, the bourbon and the port would probably put some haze.
So this is
Some haze. I'm almost getting chocolate notes. Ah, okay. Yeah, that definitely looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and hold that up. There's a picture of Dave at the plant, and it's very, very Belgian-esque.
very much so. It's a beautiful
Well,
property.
what's cool is where we're at here in Pennsylvania and New York. We're at the same latitudinal level as France and
Are we?
and Italy and stuff like that. So, yeah. So I mean,
So it's conducive to.
it's conducive. That's why Pennsylvania, in particular, has had such a renaissance of wineries and things like that, because the climate and the latitudinal lines
poutine.
are very poutine.
They do poutine there.
I'm a fan already. If they're doing poutine, they got me. I'm a fat guy. It's French fries and gravy, dude. I mean, how wrong can you go?
Their food is phenomenal. They do a soup of the day all the time when they're there, and it's out of this world. But yeah, I recommend anybody who's familiar with the New York, upper state New York area, make a trip up there. Cooperstown, New York. You probably know it because it's the Baseball Hall of Fame. So for anybody that's big into baseball, I mean, there's two reasons to go up there.
So I guess if you're looking at the map, latitudinally we're upstate New York is almost identical to southern France. And let me see if I can just pull up an image for you here, just because this is one thing that I learned in my escapades of learning how to globe latitude lines. There you go. Yeah, there we go. That's a Amazon link. I don't want that. I just want an actual image. Very interesting. Hey, go for it. Yeah, this sucks. But I'll pull it up on your screen. You won't. I'm not going to put it on the podcast, but if you look, this is actually at Staples.com. It's a picture of a map, but there you've shut up.
Look, 29.49.
Yeah, there you go. But right in here, you've got Pennsylvania and upstate New York, and latitudinally, it's the same as northern Spain and southern France,
Gotcha.
which is your wine country, and Italy. We're exactly latitudinally with Italy, where they grow all of the wine in Naples.
Yeah.
And so essentially, we're in the same climate as what those places are.
Coincidentally, it's funny because actually Virginia actually has as many, if not more, vineyards than California does.
Yeah. Well, if you think about it, again, a lot of people don't understand latitudinally and longitudinally how it works, but climate, obviously latitudinally, the closer you get to the North Pole, the colder it gets.
Yeah.
So the further away and closer to the equator you get, the warmer it gets.
Yeah.
So the Goldilocks zone is where you want to grow wine.
Yep.
And that's, south, the very upper part of South Carolina to the very southern part of like mid-state New York to the southern port of Vermont, Delaware area, up into that. That is your Goldilocks zone.
Well, it's like it's crazy because if you want to talk about food products, I think it's North Carolina that has the widest variety of rice that's grown anywhere in the world.
Because they would be on latitudinally, they would be on the same plane as your like southern China, the Koreas, like South Korea. What's interesting is Pennsylvania is actually south of Japan, latitudinally.
Okay.
So Japan is actually north of us and would be a colder climate than what we experience here in Pennsylvania.
Well, they have just Mount Fuji, and it's very
the
cold.
Mountains take most of the snow, and they don't have, like, the lower elevations don't have the snowfall that we have here because of where they are geographically and things like that. But latitudinally, Japan would actually be north of Pennsylvania.
So you're going to slowly watch us descend into greater degrees of unsobriety.
Yeah, and I got to work after this.
You call them up and be like, "Hey,
this is I got some work. You need something."
The giggles are setting in.
Yeah. So I'm really happy with this. I do see some. I don't know if that's carbonation. I don't think it's carbonation. I do see some particulates. We'll put it that way.
I don't know if they strain this or not.
Probably not, and that has to do with this was probably bottle carbonated.
Yeah.
So they probably left it in the bottle for it to carbonate and things like that, and that's how you get your sparkling wines. And in order for you to be able to do that, you can't really. You're going to have some remnants behind, just like even champagne.
Yeah.
Like your good champagnes are going to be a little dirty at the bottom because...
This is one reason why I like Ommegang so much is that they do stuff like this. They attempt to do
very strange.
Old world recipes like this. I mean, this is old world recipe in a modern context.
Like, this is traditional.
The cool thing about Ommegang is that they actually got the contract to make very particular wine, or not wines, but beers for the Game of Thrones.
Oh.
They were the Game of Thrones beer. Like when Game of Thrones was, if you're a big Game of Thrones fan, I don't know if you can still get them. There's probably still some out there, but they had a whole line of beers like this that were specially crafted in commemoration of the whole Game of Thrones series. I'm a big Game of Thrones fan, so
I was for seasons 1 through 5. I'm a huge fan. That last season kind of ruined everything.
Doesn't it always?
It makes me not even. I've heard that the new show is really good, but it makes me not even want to watch.
How many shows can you honestly say have ever ended on a good note? Like,
it's true.
Have hit all the check boxes.
Not many
for the audience.
Not many.
It's like
Friends.
It's like if you really want to do the show
Comedies.
justice, don't end it. Just don't end the show, and just keep it on the same level.
Comedies are really sitcoms and romantic comedies are really the only ones that can tie the knot up because their storylines are broken.
Like I can't
and
remember.
they're situational. They're not continuous.
How did Seinfeld end? I don't
It
even.
just ended.
It
just ended, kind of like Friends did, where they just kind of wrap it up.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, we're all moving out of the city, yay.
Big Bang Theory was another one that was good. 12 seasons, but they actually had kind of a good ending where Sheldon, who kind of was the pinpoint of that entire show, did a commemoration speech, and he was getting an award. I think he was getting wasn't a Pulitzer, some kind of an award, but he basically just went and gave all his friends, like, I'm finding it hard to speak right now. He gave his friends like just accolades of different sorts, during the show. But anyways,
that was a good show.
Yeah,
that was all right.
This is going to be the most boring episode that you've ever watched.
No, this is beer. Ommegang, if you're looking to sponsor a podcast, I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah,
just throwing it out there.
Hey, Ommegang, sponsor
I'll hang
us.
a sign. Right?
I love your stuff, Ommegang. Look,
right
I even have an Ommegang.
There you go.
Sweatshirt
just
on.
Think of the thousands of cents you could make off of sponsoring our podcast.
Oh man! All right, I've gone to DEFCON 9.
Oh yeah, the day is lost. The day is lost. I only intended to have one of these, David.
What's the stuff? Mad Elf. That's the stuff that's very popular during the holidays.
And it's similar.
I don't like it.
It doesn't it have? I've had it once, and it's been a decade or better.
I mean,
I remember like notes of cinnamon or something along those lines.
Well, I feel like it tastes too much like alcohol.
Oh yeah, because nobody. Here's the thing about those that don't understand booze. They think the more it tastes like isopropyl alcohol, the better it is, and that's not the case at all. In fact, this is. I hate beer. I hate it, and this is probably the most pleasant beer experience I've ever had. I could literally drink this as easily as wine.
Well, just so you know, there's like about there's about a half a bottle left in there.
I guess I am getting picked up today, so that
Jeez.
I don't have to worry.
This
about
episode
driving.
will not end until this bottle is empty.
Oh my lord! Yeah, we're in trouble.
It's 10%. Actually, it's on the higher end of 10%. It's almost 11%.
We'll round up because I've taken ABV readings and they're horribly inaccurate. So that 10%.
It's a suggestion.
That 10% is an estimate as it sits there on the bottle. So
it might be 10.6%.
Yeah.
It's probably more like 20.
Yeah. And the other thing is a lot of times when they make these kind of things, now this might be different because it seems like it's a small batch, because this is bottle number 7. Blend. Okay, perfect. This is the point I was just going to make. Blend number 7. So that means that there's different variations and different recipes that are poured together into this to get you the product that you have now.
So I'll have to I have another bottle of this. I'll have to take a look to see what the blend is.
Yeah.
Because this one I bought about a year ago. The other one I bought just this year.
And I would guarantee you that the flavor profiles are going to be wildly different because, and that's where I'm getting at with the ABV is somebody who knows how to take that shit. When you blend that many alcohols together, so what you're doing is you're taking we'll just say it like this. You're taking an estimated 8% and you're blending it with an estimated 10% and then blending that with an estimated 13% to get you an estimated 10.6. So that could be anywhere from
folks, math.
Yeah, that could be anywhere from really 9 point. We'll just say that could be realistically it could be anywhere from 9 to 12%. But they put 10.6 on there because the
I have
the
no clue what
FDA
you just said.
the FDA and the ATF require them to give you an alcohol percentage on there so that you know how much you're able to drink.
Hopefully Pennsylvania state troopers aren't watching this episode.
They're going to be waiting at the bottom of the driveway saying, all right, these fuckers are coming out soon. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Somebody said, it's like, I'd never heard this before, but hey, there's the office where the whoop whoops are. I've never heard that before. It's like whoop whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop.
I hate when they do that. Just turn it on. Turn it on or leave it off.
Let me know that you're pulling me over.
Yeah. Yeah, this is very pleasant. I'm going to say I'm even getting like a citrus in there.
Yeah, a little bit.
And it's nice when you can swirl because then you get the aromatics.
I'd like to know what they actually do to it. Like what?
I get caramel. That might be molasses. Like maybe they're maybe it's raw sugar.
I don't know.
I don't know, but there's some spice notes in there.
Well, usually your Belgian ales are spiced.
Okay.
Typically, I find.
Well, it's very thick. You can see when you swirl it. I mean, it sticks to the edge of the glass.
Not for anything. I find that they're big on coriander.
Oh. Mm.
Coriander tends to come out pretty strong.
Yeah, it's got like that fennel.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
I'm officially detached from my senses right now.
It's pretty good. I'm gonna say like I don't enjoy beer, but I really enjoy this. And for those of you that haven't tried it, I'm gonna go ahead and hold this up to the camera again. Hopefully it focuses in on the label there. So you've got that, and then it's the Barrelmaster Grand Cru.
Ommegang, you're getting free advertisement from our.
We certainly are giving you some
well-viewed
yeah
podcast.
Yeah, this is definitely not
YouTube channel.
Not for children.
We're not making recommendations here.
Yeah, certainly not. This is, man, but
are you ever going to finish that?
I'm a very slow sipper when it comes to.
I'm on my third snifter here.
Mm.
This doesn't end until this is empty. Now I got to concentrate.
Yeah, I don't want it in my lap. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Look at that head.
Look at that.
Perfect.
I'm all about good head.
After we just did that episode.
Did a whole episode on Jesus. Forgive me, Lord.
People are going to watch this.
This is why you're not supposed to drink.
This is the episode that becomes viral.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this is the
Who
bad.
cares about their positivity messages? I just said positivity. Positivity.
Go Jesus. blood of my blood.
Oh my gosh, I'm warm. It's hot in here.
It is
I need
getting
some
warm
air.
in here. It is getting warm.
I'm turning on the fan.
I wonder why that is. Why is it getting so warm?
Sorry,
in here,
folks, if you hear something in the background, it's a fan that's turning on right now.
Yeah, that vibration is a fan. Sorry. Forgive me, Jeebus.
All right, I'm going to try to compose myself here.
It is really strong, though. I mean, we're embellishing a little bit, but,
Yeah,
but it is definitely strong, and I'm definitely feeling.
So this week I did like a triple or a quadruple. I don't know what they call it. I know there's a double, but those doubles are pretty small.
Yeah.
Like I have a measuring, but I did a quadruple of corn whiskey and a quadruple of the filibuster whiskey, and I'll tell you, I slept well.
Yeah, that's 1850s NyQuil right there, is what that is. Grandpa's old cough syrup.
Up in the brown bag, up on the top shelf.
That's right.
The best cold medicine that you could ever find.
You know, my grandparents always had a liquor cabinet. It was like a cupboard under the kitchen counter that like they never opened. all of their bottles were from like the 60s and 70s and still had booze in them because they only drank at Christmas time. So like they had like old timey shit like grenadine and gin.
Oh gosh.
And you know what I mean? But my pap always had. My pap was a drinker, and he would always have like a special whiskey that nobody touched, and he would only bring it out during the holidays. But I don't even remember what the brand was. Whether they even make this brand anymore, I don't know. But I was young, and I just have this memory of a special bottle that he would only bring out during the holidays.
Did it have a cork?
I don't even remember. I just remember it being, because it's one of those fuzzy memories you have of your kid where you just like run into the kitchen and all the adults are doing something. You're like, what the hell is going on here? And I remember them all taking shots, and maybe that's why I drink the way I do.
It's like I'm trying to stay healthy for the holidays.
This turned into a therapy session. Maybe we should pivot.
Dr. Phil's going to see this, and he's
it's
going to bite
not
us
about you.
YouTube, thanks for extending to us the gigabyte space to upload our rantings.
This is great. You could take a bicycle pump and set it outside overnight.
Oh man,
him and his stupid sayings that mean nothing. How that man, he's not even a licensed therapist.
No.
Like, he's not. No, I'm sorry. He's a licensed therapist. He's not a psychologist.
Okay.
So he's like a social worker. he's not even like a clinical psychologist.
He's the guy that does all the paperwork for the,
He's the Dr. Oz of psychology.
But yeah, he's so popular.
Yeah.
But I'm just thinking, remember when he did the episode with Bad Baby?
Oh, yeah. Cash Me Outside.
Cash Me Outside. How about that?
Outside, girl. They asked him about that. He says, I had no idea that was going to happen. And he said, it just kind of happened, and it became a thing, and now it is where it is. And the whole message of that episode got overshadowed by this dumbass kid or something like that.
Yeah.
He said, he was on Joe. I can't remember whether it was Joe Rogan or what he was on, but they asked him about that, and he did his Dr. Phil thing and
How
talked
old
about
is he now? He's got to
In
be
his
up
60s,
there. Yeah,
60s, late 60s in that general area. I don't have the capacity or the interest to actually look it up, but
I will, because
yeah, I mean, why not?
Dr. Phil's age. He is born in 1950.
62.
Yeah.
72.
72.
That's some quick math, folks.
Whew.
I'm 3 glasses in, and I still did that math.
He's got a master's and a PhD from the University of North Texas.
In what?
I don't know. It doesn't say.
Okay.
It just says he's educated.
So it could be a master's in carpentry, for all we know.
Probably.
Because that's how Bill Nye the Science Guy is. He's a fucking liar too.
Not finished.
That's fine. He's got a PhD in engineering. He's not even a scientist.
There, you get the last of it.
He's the Milli Vanilli of scientists.
he just does.
He's lip syncing his science.
Is he lip syncing Oprah?
Yeah. He gets into these arguments with Neil deGrasse Tyson, who has multiple PhDs in astrophysics, and he argues with Neil deGrasse Tyson, and he's got a fucking degree in engineering. Whatever.
You are like the I don't even know.
Me neither. I'm
done.
I really don't care about anything right now. The whole building could burn down around me, and I'd just sit here smiling, sipping my Ommegang. This is good stuff. I am very warm.
If somebody sees this on YouTube, do they have to? If they're a what do they call it? A first responder? Like if they're legally a first responder, do they have to call somebody for an intervention?
Like, are they mandatory reporting for child abuse or something like that? Something along those lines? Hey, I just want you to know these two rednecks drinking beer on YouTube.
Oh my gosh. That would be the person that's reporting us because that's all we get. Oh my gosh.
Oh, man. It's good stuff, though.
Man, that's good.
It is. I don't think I've actually ever drank this much beer in one sitting. Normally it's like
It's a whole bottle.
Good.
Look, there's residual.
Yeah, I'm all right. I got plenty left here. I didn't plan on drinking this much of it, Dave. I thought that we were just going to do a taste.
Do you want a cork to commemorate? Do you need a bottle for your wine expeditions?
Cork it. Actually, I will take a brown bottle. I don't have a brown bottle.
Is that big enough for what you do?
How many ounces is it?
It's like a pint and something.
It doesn't say.
It does on the side.
Oh.
Spin it. Spin it. Spin it.
1.9.4 fluid ounces. Oh, yeah. Down at the bottom it says 750 milliliters. That's a typical wine bottle.
There you go.
Because I'd like to have a brown one. Because I want to do...
we just have to drink more beer and we can...
And that is it's rated for carbonation.
It's fluted.
Yeah. So I'll be able to...
I don't know if I said that right.
I'll be able to... I just need to get some of these. I need to get some of these cages.
Take it.
Yeah, you can't... I don't think you can reuse them.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think you can. Maybe you can. You might be able to, but
you just
I need
have to
some
spin
of these.
it.
I might even be able to take that cork and reuse it too. I don't know, but I don't know how you I don't know the rules of reusing corks. I've always just used brand new corks. I've never reused them.
This might be a really long episode. You might have to watch us sit here and wait till sobriety kicks in.
Yeah, because we're already 31 minutes in. If I'm being honest.
This is the longest short video that we've ever done.
Hey, Dave, let's just do a short beer testing. Just a quick episode on tasting.
When was it that we did the...
whole bottle.
What was it? When I got the filibuster? I
Yeah.
brought it back.
Yeah, we had a... That was up at the cabin. We did that testing. That was before we had the studio.
I can't even talk. We need to do an episode up at the cabin just in commemoration.
Just in commemoration of the old cabin
episodes.
Yeah, we never did one up there with video.
Of course, I don't want to transport all this crap.
No, this is why we have the studio, because we got tired of tearing down and setting up every episode. So now we have a studio. Yay!
Whew.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna have trouble.
Hmm.
I'm glad I don't have to drive, because I would not be.
I might have to sit and.
Yeah, you can help me with my tickets.
I don't think they'll.
All right. That was really great.
Yeah.
So for those that haven't...
Happy New Year's.
Yeah, Happy New Year's, first of all. 2023, baby. We're finally there. Not that I've been trying to get here or anything, but that's where we're at. Now I can't get this cage off. So that's Cooperstown, New York. If you're ever up there, stop in, because this stuff is pretty good. This vintage began as a stunning Belgian-style ale, a dark delight we first brewed in 2012 to celebrate our 15th anniversary. Aged in bourbon, port, and tequila barrels for over 6 months. The result
I think this
blended.
one grabbed a little bit too much tequila.
It might also have been the port barrel, because port's like 40%.
Is it?
In and of itself.
Tequila's pretty high, though.
Yeah, tequila's as high as whiskey. Puerto Rico, do not litter. So for all those in Puerto Rico, it says right here, don't litter. But only in Puerto Rico. If you're in the contiguous United States, you can just throw this bitch out the window on the highway. They don't give a shit about the rest of the world. Just in Puerto Rico, don't litter this shit on that island. Oh, that's great.
Man.
Yeah, I love it.
I'm just thinking, like the last episode we did, in contrast.
Oh,
to this.
it's night and day. Night and day. This is why I didn't want to make it part of that episode, because it just would not have fit.
Oh my Lord!
Hey, Jesus! Thank you for helping.
I'm gonna fall backwards on my chair. Be careful.
Oh yeah. So go ahead and check this place out, man, because
They do good stuff.
they do good stuff. I'm a fan. I've never enjoyed beer. I really, really, really enjoyed that enough that we drank a whole bottle. So until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.
Bye.